Welcome to the Ordinary Guy Garage. I'm Scott, Ordinary Guy, and today we're going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to do a day in my life as a truck driver. So hang on. Well, I just did my walk around, checked everything underneath the hood. Right now I'm looking at the lights. They all look good. Getting ready to head out. It's part of the morning routine. Alright, well, it's about 5 a.m. Just getting ready to head out to work right now. I just did a walk around on the truck, checked all the lights and all that good stuff. I did a little bit underneath the hood to make sure all the belts and all that stuff is there and there's no leaks that I don't know about, that kind of stuff. Little tiny seepings of oil here and there are perfectly normal. You just don't want any big drips or drips. You know, drips can be bad. But anyways, I'm gonna head up there. Oh, and by the way, 2 days ago my air conditioning stopped working, so that's fun. And today it's gonna be 105, so there's a cherry on top for you. So I brought a whole bunch of water in a little lunch box with some frozen waters in there as well, in addition to my lunch, just to make sure. I always drink a lot of water, but it's gonna be a lot today. And you know, the rough part about it is it's real dusty at the pits, real dusty on the work job, you know, the job site. So roll down the windows and get loaded with dust and sweat and oh well, whatever, woe is me. But you may be thinking, you know, why don't I fix my air conditioning? And I'm going to. It's gonna go in for servicing next week. And why don't I service my own truck? Well, it takes about 5 gallons of oil. So I don't want to deal with getting rid of all that oil. And when I go in there, they also, they change the oil, they lube everything, they give it a once over, you know, they do a lot of stuff for it. It's definitely worth, you know, $400 or whatever for an oil change. And I'll have them fix the AC. I don't do AC work. I can look at it and kind of diagnose it, but I think I got a bad compressor. So, you know, that's going to be fun. But anyways, yeah, I'm going to head out and start hauling. So, here we go. Part of the morning routine here, fuel. And then I do another walk around because you can never do too many walk arounds. Make sure everything's still hanging in there, not falling off. But yeah, I'll do, let's see. It's just running right now. I try not to look. I do about 60 gallons a day right now. Yeah. Well, got my 60 gallons in. Everything's been double checked, triple checked. Let's go. Let's go try to make some money. All right, made it to the pit. It is 6:56. Supposed to be here at 7. Usually I like to be a little bit earlier, but it's a bit of a haul to get up here to this pit, so here we are. A lot of pits are like this, where they're kind of tucked back in behind stuff. Oh, there's a water truck. Zip on past. Usually they'll get out of your way. These pits can create a lot of dust, so water trucks are usually running in and out of here a lot. There's a truck that is a mining operation here. You see over on the right is what's called the crusher. The guy's going to come around with the loader and dump a pile of raw material in there, and then it gets crushed, runs through a couple more shakers and separators here, and come out with the end product at the end over there. A lot of these setups will have 3 or 4 different conveyor belts coming off, and they'll sort it into different sizes all at the same time. It's kind of impressive. Looks like he only maybe has 1 running right now. So here he comes right now with the loader. You see he's going to take that and put it right into the crusher right there. Trying to get himself positioned. Oh, he's running 2 crushers right now. So one's going in there. He's got the other one on the right. So this one's in the middle. So maybe he does have a couple belts going. Hard to see from over here, and you can't get too close. But the product that comes out the end, like over there on the left, that's what's getting loaded in my truck today. That's 3/4 minus. Getting 31 tons at a time that I'm hauling out of here. Pretty neat deal. most of the pits, they all operate kind of the same, but a little bit different. This one here, I'm weighing my truck on the way out. You know, that's a standard. You got to weigh the material that you're hauling. And so I'm up here on the scale. And then what he's going to do is come around and top off the trailer. The trailer was a little bit light. I need to be 105. I'm at 99,660 right now. So he's going to be coming around and doing that, and then I'll be off down the road. Oh, before sign off of here or whatever. You can see some of the stockpiles out here. Like I show you where they make that rock down there, and then this is the different piles in different spots. It's amazing how these guys can remember what's what, because it all kind of looks the same. All right, so I'm loaded, got 105.5 on the truck, going up to 6% grade over here in the safety lane. Flashes on, of course. Pyrometer, my exhaust gas temperature is right there, about 500. Got about 27 pounds of boost. 1650 on the RPMs, and I'm doing about 20 miles an hour. I'm actually pulling the hill really nicely. It's cool this morning, so I'm getting a good, nice cool air in here into the engine, and it's pulling it nicely. So. And the scenery ain't half bad either, man. You gotta love Oregon. But it takes a lot of patience with these trucks. Momentum is the key. You find a gear on a hill like this, and you're just gonna ride that gear as much as you can. You wanna try to avoid shifting or downshifting on a hill like this, because it can really be hard on the truck. And so maintenance can be kind of expensive, but parts are really expensive. So just carefully pull these hills. This was about a 2-mile climb that I'm on, and then I'm going to go down the other side, about 2 miles down, 6% grade. I'm not going to video that, and then I'll be off to the job. All right, maybe a little bit of video. Can't deny the beauty. Man, it's gorgeous out here. So I'm riding the Jake brake down. It's kind of loud. You can kind of see I got a little more RPM on it. And it's all about, on the way down the hill, saving the brakes. Not saving them as in not wearing them down, but you'll heat them up. These brakes will only take so much heat, and then they stop working. So you got to take it slow. You got to plan it out, think about where you want to brake, how much you want to brake, conserve it as much as you can. And so that way when I get down to where I want to stop, especially since I got to get off the freeway. There's an exit down here I got to get off of. And look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? But there's an exit I got to get off, and I got to have brakes to stop when I get there. If I'm just cruising down the road, or on down the freeway and back up the other side of the hill, it's not quite as big of a deal. So, for the non-truck drivers out there that are watching this, we need some room. We need room. So, give space when we're going up the hill. Give us space when we're going down the hill, because it's not like a car. Definitely not like a car. Last thing we want to do is get into a tussle with the car. That's not what it's about. Alright, right as I'm getting almost to the bottom of the hill, there is that sign that says no unmuffled Jake brake. I have an unmuffled Jake brake, so it also says $2,000 fine. So I run it until I see the sign. When I see the sign, I gotta let off. But if I didn't run the Jake down that hill, man, I wouldn't be able to get off the freeway. Coming up on my exit right here, so leave it out again. Alright, made it to the job site. What this is we're going to be spreading rock. Spreading that 3/4 minus. They're building a road through here. Actually, this is a subdevelopment. Just kind of carved this out, and so there's quite a bit of rock going in here. So again, I'm hauling what's called truck and pump, a dump trailer, spreading rock. It's pretty cool. I guess you can kind of see this is what we did yesterday on the left-hand side of the road. We brought in all that rock, spread it out, and you know, we drop it in a spread. Set the chains on our tailgate, which only allows the tailgate to open so much. Raise up our bed a little bit, get rolling, open the tailgate, and then it lays it out in a spread. So pretty neat. I'll try to get some video of that. Maybe one of the other trucks doing it. But it's a little ways back in here. There's quite a bit of rock going in here. I don't know how the rock pit's keeping up with all this. It's got to be. I don't know how many tons of rock, but holy moly, a lot of trucks coming in here, a lot of us laying it out, and I still got another quarter mile to get before where I'm going to be dropping my load at. So, coming around the corner here, and when we get up there, see it's wet, they run a water truck over it, because that's, and then they got a roller that goes over it and compacts it. Makes it real solid. They're up here, and then there's a road grader up here. It'll be grading the rock after we lay it out. He comes right behind us and grades it. And I don't know if you can see, but there's these little pink tassels like that come up. Like here's one right there, and there's another one right there. Another one, and what they do is they got a guy that comes in here and checks the grade on this. Make sure it's all coming up to spec. You got to have it the right grade, otherwise you're not going to get the drainage off of the road. You know, it's all pre-figured out. You know, there's the guy on the roller right there. He's just on that thing all day long doing that. All day long. Here's the water truck right here. That truck's spraying water down all day long. Trying to make this happen. Coming up here to this, I'm going to go ahead and get off here right now. I don't have anybody in front of me to take a video of spread, and I'm going to try to get that a little bit later. Well, I ended up not getting any video of a truck spreading rock in front of me, and I'll have to do that another time. I just wasn't able to do it. Now this video, I put it together, some of the videos are from 2 different days, but whatever, it's all the same. Not much happens, you know, not much happens during the day. I could be driving, and I might see one interesting thing during the day, or sometimes 2. Well, when I was climbing that hill, it was kind of funny because here I am crawling this hill at 20 miles an hour, and this other truck is pulling a half of a mobile home, and he just goes, zips right by me climbing up that hill, and with this mobile home on the back, and I'm thinking to myself, I just got passed by a house. Now, how slow was that? See what I mean? Not much happens during the day, and I get amused by silly things. So anyways, it's usually just me and my music and my thoughts, and I think about race cars and cars and parts and houses getting passed by houses. You know, not much goes on. But anyways, the other thing about trucks seriously is, you know, I had mentioned about the momentum. Now, these trucks are all about momentum. They're heavy. Well, my truck empty is 40,000 pounds. 40,000 pounds empty, that's about as heavy as 12 cars, you know, and so you got to realize, for the non-truck drivers, you got to realize that, you know, in your car, you can push on your brake pedal and slow yourself down, and then you can hit your gas pedal and pick up your speed when you need to pass or when you need to negotiate traffic and stuff. You can't do that in a semi-truck. They just don't do it. I have a window, I have about a 3,000 to 4,000 RPM window from 1,400 to about 1,700 RPM that the truck has really usable power when I have a load. And even 1,400, man, it's not much there. So it's a very narrow window. So mashing the gas to go faster doesn't happen. So just like we can't stop very good, we can't accelerate very good either. So a lot of times on the freeway, you'll think, that truck driver's a jerk, man. He just cut me off passing that other truck. It's momentum. That's the reason that that's done. Sometimes, and I'm gonna say, because I'm speaking for myself, but sometimes there's other drivers out there that might not be doing it just for momentum. But for me, I do it for momentum. I try not to cut people off, but sometimes you just, you're in a car, you can hit your brake, you can hit your gas, everything's rosy with the world. And anyways, not making excuses, I'm just saying, I try to share the road as much as I can. I got respect for the cars, just like I hope the cars have respect for me. Last thing I want is to be in a tussle with the car. I don't want to hurt nobody, that's not what I'm about, and I want to go home at the end of the day just like everybody else, unscathed. So, or scathed, however you say that. Anyways, whatever. I hope you enjoyed the video. It's a little bit shaky, but I'm kind of a trembly guy, and the truck kind of shakes a little bit, so, anyways, and I hope you enjoyed it. I got some other stuff I'm brewing on right now, but in the meantime, this is what you get to watch for the for the last, I don't know, 10 or 15 minutes, or however long this is, maybe 20. I don't know, hope not. But anyways, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for listening to me. Thanks for subscribing. I greatly appreciate it. I noticed I got a couple new subscribers, and howdy, welcome to the show. And if you haven't subscribed, please do it. And in the meantime, my friends, stay safe. And I will see you next time, my friends.